Hello everyone, welcome to the Tech Eddie Show. I'm your host, Eddie Ray. We do tips, tricks, and tutorial videos for live streamers, gamers, and content creators. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to write and draw on your recordings and live streams using a really cool widget called Whiteboard in XSplit Broadcaster. Stay tuned. To add Whiteboard in XSplit Broadcaster, click on Get More Sources to go to the plugin store, then search for Whiteboard. There's a legacy option here, but click on the new one right here. Let it install, and you should be set to go. Really simple to find and easy to install within XSplit Broadcaster. Whiteboard is a really great tool to use whether you're recording a video, a presentation, an interview, a report for a meeting, or even recording a video game. And it's great for live streaming too, whether you're doing some kind of meeting with statistics or you're doing photography and having a bunch of images you want to show, or even, again, gaming too. It allows you to pretty much draw or write on the screen pretty much without any hesitation. So you go to General and you go to the widgets here and look for Whiteboard, and that adds the source then right at the top of all of your sources here in XSplit Broadcaster. This is important. If you add any other sources here, make sure that Whiteboard stays on top. Otherwise, when you start using the tool and drawing, it may not appear on your screen. So you want to make sure at all times that Whiteboard is indeed the very topmost source. You can, of course, scroll it down if you want to with little arrow keys here, but I'm not sure why you want to do that because then you can't see what you're drawing. But you can do that if you have to. It says right-click to view instructions, so here we go. All right, to start drawing, always remember to check the lock position, check box in the Layout tab, and ensure that the source is not rotated. Very, very important. Again, this little lock box over here, make sure the Whiteboard is the topmost source once again. So you have a tool here, you have freehand. That's the only tool available. Maybe they'll add more support for other things in the future, but freehand's good enough for now. You have different sizes from thin, normal, or thick for the lines. And of course, any color you want to choose here too. You can kind of think ahead of time too of what you're going to be recording or live streaming and go with the best color that will stick out for you during that presentation. So we're going to go with red. It should pop out pretty good for us today. We'll go with thick. We also have hotkeys, which is really good to use. S will toggle between the thicknesses, so push S for small, medium, and large. Just push that numerous times until you have the size that you want. You can hold Shift to use the alternate tool as well. Pretty much the freeform tool allows you to draw or write however you want. If you hold Shift when you draw shapes, and then automatically detects the shape and draws it for you, making a really clean looking shape. You can press D to save the current drawing. Then of course Escape to clear your Whiteboard in case you make any mistakes or want to clear it out. We'll click on Keep Source in Memory. And there we go. So we cleared that off of there by clicking left click. The instructions are gone. And now we could just draw with our mouse. We could draw a circle. That's freeform. You can draw lines. You can draw shapes if you want. Whatever you want to draw, you can draw now over your recording or live stream. We'll push Escape to clear this out. So this is the thickness of the lines. That's the thinnest. That's medium. So thin, medium, and the thickest right here. Save those choices as well. I usually go with thick just because it's probably the most prominent, but you can choose what you need to do. So again, you have the freeform option here to draw or write, whatever you want across the screen. Now, it depends on your mouse skills here, of course, how well your handwriting will show up. If we hold Shift, we get our shape tool here, which is pretty cool. It's a square. You can do circles as well. So that's a pretty neat little feature. That way you can draw specific shapes if you have to. Push Escape. So this tool is very useful. It just depends what you want to use it for. So consider what you're recording or streaming and see how you could use it in your own presentations. I've used it in the past for live streaming video games, especially video games that have a lot of content on screen, a lot of statistics and numbers, like RPGs and that kind of thing. You can use the whiteboard to create arrows and show your audience where the important stats to look out for are on the screen. Okay, let's bring up my game capture device. So this screen here, this is actually the game New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch. Just for the example today, say we had some viewers on my live stream here who are kind of new to the game, what we could do is draw an arrow. So if you want to learn more, if you want some hints for the game, click on the hints here in the menu to learn more about this. It will actually help out your gameplay. So a little example there. An example would be this. If you have save files here, guys, these are your save files with the information on them. If you want a new save file for your brother or sister, make sure they click on New. Otherwise, if they click on these here, they'll be playing your save file. So just a couple of examples here of what you could use it for. Again, in video games, it's really limitless to what you want to show on screen. If you have somebody who subscribes to your channel, of course you could write their name as well. So another really cool thing that you could do, of course, in your live streams, if you have someone who's subscribing to you or who's donating to you as well on stream, you can give them a shout out by writing on the stream. It'd be kind of cool. So you could say thank you, and whatever the person's name is, we'll just say Jim here. Kind of a little personal touch. Everybody sees it as well, so maybe you'll get some more views and subscribers from doing that. You never know. But quick little way to use the whiteboard tool in XSplit Broadcaster. Alright, and another example here for you. This is my analytics page for Nintendo Chit Chat gaming channel. This is just an example for some graphs or stats you could show if you have a presentation for people. You of course can draw on the screen again. For instance, my last 48-hour stats are here for the views. Here's the column for that. The last hour here is refreshing live. That's this column all the way down to here. So yeah, we had some really good views here for this video. Motocross, 113 views the last 48 hours. So just another little example here you can use in analytics or graphs and stats for your presentation or live stream. And push escape to clear. So there you have it, some examples of using Whiteboard and XSplit Broadcaster. A really good tool. I use it occasionally. I think it's a good tool to have. It makes your recordings or streams more dynamic and interesting, especially use them to thank people live with a drawing tool, or just kind of draw a mustache that's red over my face right now. That's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you do use this whatsoever in XSplit Broadcaster, and hopefully you can make use of it starting now. So a really cool and fairly powerful little plugin here that we're using in XSplit Broadcaster. Again, it's free to use, really easy to use as well, especially with the hotkeys. Hit the like button for us, everyone. Of course, make sure you guys subscribe as well. I do appreciate that. I'm Eddie Ray for the Tech Eddie Show. We'll see you guys back here next time. Take care.